Hello, builders and hoarders. Welcome to Gottmikes Gaming and some 7 Days to Die on the PS4 with the new console update, patch 10. I am going to kind of be doing a lot of grinding here. I have been doing some grinding since day 14. It is now the night of day 16, and I went ahead and did some stuff here. I started knocking out these doors just a little while ago, so I can start building up a wood wall. And as soon as I did that, all of a sudden I get a walking horde that comes through, and of course right into the garage here. So we'll take a look here, and you will see that I had to dispatch a whole bunch of zombies. There's some down there, and there's a whole bunch over here, and they just kept coming. And as luck would have it, like I said, as soon as I opened those doors up, all of a sudden they come out of nowhere, and I couldn't get the frames up fast enough. And it wouldn't have made a difference anyway. They just sort of knocked them down. There was so many of them. So I had to kind of kill a whole bunch of them. I did pick up some decent loot, as you can see here. Some bullets and stuff like that, and food, which I desperately needed some more food for sure. But yeah, was not thrilled about this. Now I have to go clean this whole entire mess up and see what we can do. And I started digging a hole out down there as well to kind of work on getting an underground type of bunker for the base. But before we go any further, let's go ahead and get rid of this zombie. Just chop him right down. And then we're going to go do one other little thing here. So what we're going to do is, I think we're going to put the stairs down this way going into the bunker. But I want to kind of show you guys this and take this out quickly. So if you ever come into a gas station POI, you may want to just knock the stairs away and see what you get underneath the stairs. You'll always find something under here. In this case, it's just a pile of garbage, which has wood and glue in it, but we'll take that. It is something. It's better than nothing. But always knock the stairs out. We'll eventually knock these stairs out as well to see what's underneath them. As a matter of fact, let's do that right now, shall we? Let's go ahead and take these guys out, because there's no point in having them here for the time being. We can always put them back if we need to. Wood stairs are cheap enough to build. We don't got to worry about that. So, ooh, we actually have a cardboard box under here with nothing in it. I wonder if that means that there's something else underneath here on this side. That may not be the smartest thing to do. Let's take these stairs out instead so I can actually get out. Not have to jump up. And nothing in that spot. Just the one empty cardboard box right there, which had nothing in it. So, anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to head and we're going to kind of transition ahead as we do some more grinding and stuff like that. I'm trying to pick up a whole bunch of clay, and we're going to close some stuff off here. We closed off this here. I want to replace this with cobblestone as well and just put in cobblestone here instead of just the wood blocks that I have over on that side. Don't want to take the chance of having something weaker than, like, you know, cobblestone here. Cobblestone is definitely stronger than the wood, although you can upgrade the wood a couple times. You can upgrade the cobblestone as well, but I just like it probably mainly for its aesthetic look more than anything else, but because I believe it's a little stronger, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, I will catch you guys as I transition ahead. This episode is going to be mostly about us grinding and getting this base to a comfortable spot for the day 21 horde. Alright, I'll see you on the flip side. Alright, welcome back. We are sitting here grinding away. We're in day 18 now. We are fast approaching the 21-day portion of the game here. We're just trying to do some grinding of stuff here and gathering of stuff here. We've gone around and done a lot of kind of searching around here. So let's take a quick look at the map and kind of roamed all over the place a little bit here and there, just kind of looking around to see if I can find anything that's of use to me. I did find a nice little water source right over here by the red flag. I'll try to zoom into that a little bit there. So right there, like a nice little watering hole, I guess you want to call it. It's a little watering hole, which is actually pretty cool. And then up around here, in this spot here, I actually found a nice network of caves I'm going to go explore at some point as well. In looking at that, let's make sure there's nobody following me here. I do have some meat on me and things like that. We also went and picked up a whole bunch of stuff here. So I got a whole bunch of stuff. We found a couple of deer. We got some meat, some clay, some nitrate, some coal, some lead. We got a little bit of everything. Some food here. Just kind of grinding away, trying to pick up as much as we possibly can for everything. Got some stone, not a lot of stone. Not really terribly worried about that. I got plenty of stone around me here in this area, which we're going to grind for more of that as we discuss what we're going to do here to kind of get things rolling along here. We need to work on this building a little bit more. We have some ideas for what we want to do as far as a base goes. Needed to get some more. Oh, look at, we have some zombie bodies out here. We may want to pick this stuff up and see what we got. Let's search these guys up. So some sham sandwiches. We'll hold on to those for emergency reasons and emergency reasons only. And now we're going to go back and get my wood frames out. We got 104 jars of water there, which is going to be huge going forward. Anyway, we need to be able to get back into the base here. So we'll do that. We'll do that. And we'll kind of jump our way through here. We've closed everything else off at this point. So I got a nice little set of stairs here. And eventually we're going to make this so that they can't get in. You know, we'll have to make sure we're protected against spiders, spider zombies, and everything else. So we kind of put the cobblestone all the way through here. So nice little border there. We have wood on this side. We'll eventually upgrade all that wood. Down here we started digging the holes to go down as well. Adding some stairs in there. Little things like that here and there. But we're going to go sort our stuff out. Actually, I may want to create... So let's do this here. We're going to open the forge. We're going to make some nails. I definitely want to make some nails. We have enough iron. It's not going to cost a tremendous amount of stuff right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves a little supply wood crate here that we're going to put all of our kind of stuff into so that we can work on it a little bit, right? That's what we want to do. I should have some iron in here too. Where's my iron? There it is. So we'll put this in there. Let's go let that burn and kind of go back into that. We have 880 clay, which is going to go in. So that's all good stuff there. All right, so now we got some wood. And let's do some building. All right. Nope, we want to go to the regular building stuff. Where we want to go. Here we go. Storage, building. There we go. And I need to get rid of some stuff before I can craft that. Actually, no, we can... It'll go right into the spot where the nails were. So now it's going to go right into that slot so that we can use it right away. And we're going to place it down. Where do we want to place it, though? That looks like a good spot, right? Right next to the forge is a good spot for that. Now we want to put all of this stuff in here. All this like raw material. I think I'm going to just kind of store it down here for now. Not the animal fat. We'll bring that upstairs with us. And not the animal hide. Plant fibers can come up with us as well. We'll put all this raw stuff down here, though. And anything that we're going to build with building material we'll kind of keep down here as well. I want to go sort through some of my inventory. And we will kind of pick it up, I guess, in a little bit. I definitely want to probably make... Whoa. Taking trap damage. Taking trap damage. I went up that just a little too fast. Alright, whatever. Is what it is. Don't move on my part. Anyway, I'm going to go organize all of this because we got lots of stuff here, lots of junk through both of these. So we're going to try to figure out what we got and what we can do with all this. And then I got to get all this water made up too. We got tons of murky water, 108 bottles. That's going to be fantastic. I can't wait. Can't wait. I'll have water for days, for weeks. All right, we will pick this up in a little bit after a little more grinding and a little more work on the base. Alright, so we are back here again. We're kind of doing some more grinding. There goes the buildings on my left. My gas station's back there. There's the popping pills. We're going to kind of head over this way a little bit and see what we can kind of come across. We'll grind as we go. And we're going to kind of chat a little bit. This is kind of, like I said, this episode before, day 21. It's going to be more about the grinding and getting things ready for the day 21 horde, right? So that's what we're going to work on here as we go around collecting a whole bunch of wood and whatnot. Just kind of, as we go, just randomly stop and hit a few here and there and see what we come across. And just grind out for some material. If we see things that we want, we'll pick it up. And if not, we'll just kind of continue on our way. Actually, I want to fix this a little bit. And we'll put this over here. So that's right next to each other. And what's this here? This is regular dirt. I do want to try to find some sand if I can. We need some sand. I want to try to make some adobe blocks. And I don't have a cement mixer yet, and we're not kind of even close to that. So we're probably going to have to find a desert biome of some sort in order to get ourselves enough of that to make the adobe blocks that we want to make. We need a lot of sand. And, yeah, it's just one of those things. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to kind of grind away. And we're going to talk about some stuff as we go along. So I want to take that... Oh, we got somebody coming up on us. There you are. I knew I heard you. I have to get myself a new bow and arrow, too. A new bow, anyway, at some point. I should have about 39 arrows, so we're going to have to work on arrows, too, at some point. Probably should have went and forged up a bunch of those while we were at it. Now let's take this guy here, and we're going to smash her in the head and take you out. So shoot him with the arrow, knock him down, then take him out with the club. This way we can kind of build up both skills on both of those. For pummel and then for like archery. Always works out very nicely for that. So we want to build that base up. I want to build a wall around it and kind of make it self-contained. And then we're going to be able to self-sustain as well. We'll grow some crop areas and whatever else and as we move along. So we'll stop for a couple of these here along the way. We may not break them all the way down completely, but we'll break them down maybe a couple of levels here while we're working on going around trying to find some sand and stuff. Because, like I said, I don't have the cement mixer to make it just yet. And even though I'm digging in my base, it is, we're gotten down to stone again. So there's no more dirt or sand underneath that gas station, so to speak. But, anyway, kind of a little bit of where we're at in what's going on right now. I guess kind of do some personal chatting here. I mean, you guys, leave your comments below. Your support has been fantastic. I absolutely love it. I'm loving the way you guys are just into this series totally. And I am too. I love this game. I can play this game for hours on end. And as a matter of fact, I do. I played it for hours on end. And I broke this one all the way down, which is fine. We kind of need the material anyway. This raw iron is tough going, man. You need these small boulders. They kind of work the best for that situation to get the raw iron that you need. Until I find some kind of mining node underneath ground, we're going to have to go roll that way. I'm going to have bird nests here and there, see if I can find some eggs. I really don't want feathers at this point. I got tons of feathers. Kind of enough to hold me over for the time being. Don't really want fiber, even though it's not going to be terrible because we'll make our blocks out of them, our cobblestone stuff anyway. Cobblestone frames can be made out of that. Kind of use all the material that we have. But anyway, on a personal note, been kind of rolling along. I'm back to work full time. I was out of work for a little while as I was having some medical challenges. I don't want to say that I'm sick. I don't know if that's really the right word for it. I mean, I don't feel great. I'm not feeling like myself 100%, but I wouldn't call it sick because there's really like no diagnosis for what's going on with me. I have pain in my upper right abdominal area, just below my rib cage. And there's a lot of speculation as to what it could be or what may be causing the problem. Some think it's the gallbladder, some think it's the pancreas. Though tests that they do are inconclusive, I just kind of live with this pain on my right side every single day, and it's always there. It's just always a gnawing, constant, like just pain in my side. And it's more a discomfort than a pain, but there are days where it's really super uncomfortable, and it actually does get quite painful. To the point where I'm doubled over and I can't even like move for the most part, which is challenging mentally. It's like I gotta go back to work full time because there's no diagnosis, so they won't give me any more additional time off from work at this point. As I was out for about 3 months, going to doctors and waiting for appointments and trying to figure things out. My last visit to the doctor did lots of grass here. I just want that tree. That's all I want. I'm going around knocking up wood like crazy here. As it seems to be the most abundant resource we have here right now. And I'm doing pretty good on stone too at this point. But anyway, I've been waiting for doctor's appointments and it's just like going around waiting. My last visit to the emergency room, because sometimes this pain gets so intense that it's like, I just tell my wife, like, let's just go to the hospital because we got to do something for this. And I'm not the type of guy who likes to take painkillers or pain medication. I don't want to manage this. I want a solution to it. I don't do well with taking pills. I don't like taking medication of any sort. I have asthma, and I have to take medication for that on a daily basis. And it really kind of wears on me a little bit. I'm not thrilled about it because it's an inhaled steroid. And again, just not thrilled with medication at all, so to speak. My father died of stomach cancer, and my mother's diabetic, and it's just like, I have had friends who have had like Crohn's disease and colitis, and it's like they take these steroids for the inflammations and things like that. And it's never boded well, right? It's just medication, and too much of anything is never really a good thing for you from a health standpoint. So anyway, last visit to the emergency room, super lot of pain, like the worst it's been since this started happening to me back in February. And I go there and they kind of pump me full of pain meds to kind of keep me calm, because at this point I'm kind of rolling around and writhing around in the bed. I'm in so much pain. My wife is there with me. And, oh, that was close. Wow, this actually gave me goosebumps because I was not paying attention to that at all. That was fantastic. Where did you come from? I didn't even hear you. Oh, I missed. Bad shot. Bad shot. Headshot. Oh, I missed again because I'm up on a hill. All right, let's get you in the chest to slow you down. And then let's get a good shot on you here. Take you down. And we got that big guy coming. She's down and out. And we have 50 skill points. Oh, we gotta spend those skill points. That's what we gotta do. Actually, that's a good idea too. We can do that. We'll wait till we get back to the base though to do that. No, don't get up now. I was trying to beat you in the head with this. There we go. Get down. Lie down. Take a nap. Wow, that was close. Almost didn't see them coming. Actually, I didn't see them coming. Yeah. I don't even know where they were. I guess I wasn't paying close enough attention. Oh, there's a dog. It's a dog horde. It's a dog horde. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. Well, that's one down. Oh, there goes the dog horde. It's running up that way. I don't think there's any more here. Wow. I don't have any wood frames on me either. I was going to climb some wood frames. That was super close. Oh, wow. There it goes. So, yeah. So, there's dog hordes now on this. I completely forgot to mention that. Every 12 days, you will get a dog horde. And way too many dogs for my taste, if you ask me. They are super fast, and they are hard to beat. I got lucky that time. I was able to kind of whack him down, and he took a lot out of me. Actually, I need some food. I'm not infected. We'll eat these to kind of hold me over. And we'll drink some goldenrod tea. Drink it up. Drink it up. Drink it up. It's good for wellness. You get the wellness up. Wellness up to a 109, so it's not terrible. I don't have any medication on me whatsoever. I have some bandages. That's not going to do any good for me because there's no healing in that. It just stops you from bleeding out. And now I have the food poisoning for 5 more seconds. Alright, so it's going to kill my stamina for a little bit. That's fine. We'll just kind of slow down until it picks back up. No eggs in there. I want eggs only at this point. I don't really want the feathers. I can always go get them later on. Is that dog horde gone? I mean, I don't even want to go that way. It looks like we have a nice biome up there that I could probably try to get some sand out of. Unless that's a winter biome, I can't really tell from this distance. But, alright, at this point, you know what? Where do I want to go? Let's take a look at the map here. We're not even that far from home base at this point. Ooh, boy. Quite the dilemma at this point. What is this? This is clay? Nope. I mean, I have plenty of clay near me. I'll just finish off that little bit right there. I need sand. That's what it comes down to. I just need sand. I want to make some adobe blocks or something. I don't know. Once I just make... I mean, I guess I could make it out of cobblestone. I have plenty of clay and plenty of stone. The walls around. So I want to make a little bit of like a building or a room on top of the gas station, kind of where I'm gonna like my player's gonna live type of deal, right? That's what I'm gonna kind of give them, like a little living quarters up top, and then everything will kind of happen inside the gas station, and then underneath the gas station we'll build even more stuff to kind of keep things going. I want to consider building I guess maybe some sort of like kill tower in a way, a little bit off of the base, and then put the forges underneath the kill tower. This way, they can kind of go crazy with forging stuff up and having those run at a regular kind of interval all the time. And whatever screamers come across will go into that kill kind of box in a way. So we're gonna have to lay down some spikes and barbed wire and all that good stuff for that. I think that's gonna kind of work out for us that way. So. We are, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so we go into the hospital, whatever, and they pump me full of the pain meds. And my doctors that I've been going to, I found some new doctors to go to because the original doctor I went to was just kind of blowing me off, telling me that I had stomach aches. And I'm like, this is not no stomach ache, man. This is like severe pain, you know, severe discomfort. It's not a stomach ache at this point. I mean, you know, I'm 42 years old. I know what a stomach ache is. And, you know, it's like, I'm not making it up. And so I'm going to different doctors, which is like well-known medical facility. Say it's Yale here in Connecticut, because that's where I live. I live in Connecticut. It's Yale. So it's like, you know, it's an hour and a half ride that I got to take to go see these doctors or whatever. And there's a digestive diseases department that they have there. And they've kind of had some ideas of directions to go in. So we're talking about what direction to go in and what we're going to do next, blah, blah, blah. This pain keeps happening. Whoa, there's a bear right there. I cannot believe my luck. First a dog horde and then a bear. And I'm sitting here whacking away at this thing. I'm completely undetected. You know what? It's a sign. It's time to go home. We're going to run back this way. And we're going to go home. I keep losing my train of thought here as we go. So, Yale doctors are like, we're going to do this instead of what we've been doing. We keep doing ultrasounds. It's not showing us anything. Let's do something different. So, I go there. They want to test specific markers for the blood to see if it's my pancreas that's kind of having its challenges, we should say, like a pancreatitis type of deal. Because my sister had pancreatitis when she was younger. So, ooh, we have a nice little cave here. Is this the cave that I found before? This might be the cave that I found before. It is. The caves that I found before. So these are the caves that I was talking about. Pretty cool. We're going to run around this. We do not want to fall into that, because it'll be a pain to get out of it. Anyway. There's a zombie up there. We're going to shoot her down. I'm going to take you down to Chinatown. Take you down. Can we line you up? Alright, we'll just get her going. Oh, we took her down. There goes the... Oh, it needs to be repaired. Are you kidding me? Fine. Sit down. But it's hilarious. They want to test certain markers in the blood, and then they want to do an x-ray from the neck down to the pelvis. So, they do this, and of course, you know, it's the emergency room, so everything just takes forever, and you have to wait forever in a day in order to get any answers for anything. So you have to wait for the doctor to come back in and everything else, and eventually the doctor comes back in, and he turns around and he says to me, okay, so we looked at your x-rays, and we looked at the blood work, and you're full of poop. And I look at the doctor. Now, mind you, don't forget, I am completely high at this point because they gave me some nice pain meds to really take the edge off, let's say, right? Because, like I said, I was writhing around in pain, so it was not fun times at all by any stretch of the imagination for me, anyway. And I'm like, I look at the doctor and I look at my wife and I look back at the doctor and I go, all right, doc, we've known this for years that I'm full of poop. But that doesn't explain why I'm in pain. And he goes, no. And he laughs a little bit. He goes, you're literally full of poop. You're backed up. You have to go to the bathroom. So, you know, I'm constipated, basically, is what he's trying to tell me. And I'm like, oh, okay. I guess that makes a lot more sense for what I've been going through, right? Yeah, okay. So, I get it. Well, I gotta go to the bathroom. Great. So, you know, they give me the drink or whatever. And it was the doctors at Yale that kind of came across what it was that needed to be done. They're the ones that said do the x-rays to see what's going on here. And I'm like, okay, fantastic. So we find this out. They gave me some, like, you know, magnesium, whatever, or whatever that stuff is, to kind of clean you out. And we do that, and it gets all cleared up. And then I go back to the doctors at Yale, and now they want to kind of go the other way. They were doing endoscopies. Now they want to go the other way and do a colonoscopy. Again, this is getting graphic stuff. I'm sorry, guys. I just kind of detail what I've been experiencing. But now they want to do that to see if there's something going on in the large intestines, which obviously makes perfect sense at this point. It's the next course of action for what we got to do. In my road to recovery, I should say. So like I said, I don't really want to say like I'm sick. I kind of feel like that's a cop-out, because there are days where I feel fantastic, but there are also days where I feel absolutely awful, and it makes it very challenging when you're working a full-time job, 40 hours a week, and then you have a family, 2 kids, and you have hobbies and things like this with YouTube, which is a hobby for me, and trying to kind of grow the channel. I want to grow the community and everything else, so it's definitely a little bit of a challenge, so to speak, in itself. But let's see what we got to do next. I think I need some food. Do I need some food? We definitely need food. We are okay for water. Let's eat up some bacon and eggs, shall we? And we'll eat up some meat, too, while we're at it. And then we will drink some water. So our wellness went down, probably because we were stunned a little bit there. We got to get that wellness back up, though. We got to get that wellness back up for sure. And we're going to cook up this meat, too, I believe. We have a whole bunch of water in here we're going to have to get rid of. I'll have to build a food storage, too, at this point. Let's put some chairs in there. I'll give us 4 more minutes. Necessary resources to craft this. What? Oh, I need water, that's why. I'm hitting the wrong thing. I was trying to craft more bottled water from what I had, but we have 46 more to go, and don't want to cook the meat. I do, but not right now. Okay, we'll kind of stay away from that. But we have we're doing pretty good here. We're coming along very nicely as things are starting to get together. We definitely do need to do more work on this forge. I want to get some iron bars going, but they're rather expensive in this version of things. It's almost like the Alpha 16 for the PC type of deal, but I only need a few of them, I would think, to kind of get me where I need to be. 200. I mean, I'm using a lot of iron just to make 3 of these things. I mean, I eventually want to get these all the way around the base, which is going to be super expensive. Okay. What are we going to do? We're going to get the rest of our iron. We're really going to have to do some grinding for iron is what it comes down to, I guess, at this point. We're going to have to go grinding for iron. We'll put this in here. We'll let that get all melted down. So I'll have 830 clay, which is fantastic. I'm just going to put all this in there for now. We'll hold... Now we don't even need the bottle of water or that. We'll just hold that in there for now. Only because we need the room. I want to get the room. And then we're healing up. We're okay there. I'm not going to take any medication with me. I'm going to stay local and get some... grind some of the smaller boulders or stones out there to try to get as much iron as possible. And we're going to turn this on. Okay, and let's, while we're here, watching the fire burn, we're going to go and take a look at our skills. We have a lot of skills here. We have 50 points available. I've been waiting to put this stuff in here. I just didn't know what I want to do. So Pummel Pizza is at level 1. And we need that to be 10 before we can up that. I'm not going to worry about Knife Guy. I tend to dump a lot of stuff into like toolsmithing just to get the level of the tools up. Miner 69er is probably a good one at this point as well. I have a majority of the parts for the auger too. I should probably take a wrench and go break down some cars and see if I can get an engine so I can build the auger. I think I have the schematic for it too. I think I already found the blueprint for that, so that'll be interesting. Miner 69er. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. I'll help speed things up there. We got to get steel smithing very soon, but this has to be at a level 40 construction tool, so we have a lot of work to do there. You know what? Let's make ourselves a claw hammer at this point. We're going to need it. We got plenty of that. Wood. We don't have any wood on me. Actually, you know what? Let's just hold on to all of it. I don't even know how much we need. I'm putting 5 in there like that's enough. No, it was 12. See? I was totally off. Anyway, alright, so let's put this all back. Now we can put these away, and we can put this away, just to leave ourselves the room. Oh, you know what? Let's go craft up some arrowheads, right? We said we wanted to do that, so let's do about 100 of them, so we know we have enough. And it'll be good as far as that goes. Yeah, okay, good. So yeah, so not feeling fantastic, so to speak, and I definitely have these days where it's kind of a bit of a challenge, where I'm very uncomfortable. and we're just trying to find like I said, a solution for it so that I can kind of get back to living my life the right way and not have to have this sort of discomfort, so to speak, when we're dealing with stuff. But that is what it is. I mean, is this sand? Can I get sand out of this if I dig this up? Oh, look at this, stone and sand. I had this right here in my backyard the whole time. I didn't even realize that I needed sand so badly. This is going to bring me down to, yeah, to like the concrete. So fantastic. I'll dig up this whole backyard. I don't even care. I wanted the sand so badly. There it is. It's stone and sand, which is nice. This would have came in handy like days ago, but whatever. I didn't even realize it. It's a mixture of stone and sand. That is just absolutely hilarious. It's right here in front of my face. Oh my gosh. Anyway, this is fabulous. Look at this. How much I got? 103. Get about 200. We'll make up some adobe blocks so we can build up my little house at the top. That'll make things much easier. Take all of this out of here. This way we can build some nice little bunker for ourselves. Build some defenses as well. We definitely got to make some more defenses. Oh, this is going to be interesting. I wonder what's under there. Oh, wow. Look at this. Drops down a little bit, I think. Does it? Yeah, it drops down. Look at that. Oh, wow. This is very interesting looking. Okay. Yeah. I'd never dug this up before. I've never known that it was like this. This is really cool. Okay. Huh. I wonder if there's something down here. What an interesting little find. I hear footsteps. Or is that mine? Yeah, it's probably my footsteps. Alright. 264 is good. We're going to leave it at that. And we're going to go start grinding some stuff here. We definitely need to work on some stuff. I want to get the workbench going. We need the mechanical parts for that. Yeah, we got to get the wrench and get out there and start doing some of that stuff too. Are you done? You are done with that. That's great. You keep doing that stuff. Let's get some... We'll get all the clay. We'll get all the stone. And we're going to make about as many blocks as we possibly can. Adobe Peach blocks. 40. Wow. That's using all the crushed sand. So it's not using all my stone or all my clay, which is good. I have tons of stone now at this point. So we're doing good as far as stone goes. You know what? Let's make all those up. We'll do that. And then we want to do... I have wood on me, right? And only 2 pieces left. All right. So let's go back in here. Let's grab... not quite that much. I don't want that much wood. That's good. We can live with that. I can live with that. And let's make some wood traps as well. So we need the wood log spikes. I mean, at this point, I have enough to do these two if I wanted to, if I want to get crazy. But it only makes me 9 out of 900 wood. And I got plenty of wood all around. But you know what? Let's do these instead because this is better. We're going to make 46. It's fine. We'll make them all. We're going to make ourselves a nice little trap out here for the zombies. I mean, this whole thing over here. I can't... Whoa, I'm having trouble there. Digging that out there like that, I mean, that's absolutely amazing. That's going to be fantastic for us. So, anyway, we got my claw hammer. And we can start working on some stuff. Yeah. Liking the way it's coming together. But you know what, guys? I think I'm going to put a break in this one here. It's been a long one and a lot of rambling on as I was just talking and grinding and kind of just hanging out with you guys. I mean, you know, leave your comments below. Chat back with me. You know, I love hearing from you guys. Hearing what you have to say. Share what's going on in your lives as well. If there's something you want to kind of just get off your chest. This is a safe place, guys. This is a safe, you know, it's a friendly zone. We're all friends here as far as I'm concerned. And I definitely want to hear about you guys too. I want to get to know you guys much better. And in that, again, thank you. Leave a like for the video. Always helps the channel out. We want to grow this thing, so that'll be the way to do it. And I'll see you around the channel. And bye-bye now.